Today on Sam the Cooking Guy Online, we make a ridiculously delicious green onion ginger sauce and put it on an Asian poached chicken breast. Welcome to Sam the Cooking Guy Online. If you've watched me for even about 3 minutes, you know that I am in love with all foods Asian.
Yep.
Love it. One of my favorite things is a simple little green onion ginger sauce, little oil-based thing that goes on everything. I'm going to show you how to make it. It's really easy, but I wanted to show you something to put it on. So we're going to poach a piece of chicken. And by the way, poaching is a really gentle way and an even way to cook something without overcooking, if you keep your eye on it a little bit. So a chicken breast that will go in this pot, like so. Just enough water to cover it, which is about there. Okay. Take this, it comes over here. We'll go sort of medium-high heat. The goal is to bring this to a boil, right? But we're going to add just a couple things while we're here. And one will be just a couple slices, 3 slices of fresh ginger, like this. Boom. A peeled big clove of garlic. Look, you could do this with nothing. It could just be the chicken. It could, frankly, be just chicken in water, but that's a little bland. So we'll just add a couple things to it. So here's just a big clove that we're just going to flatten a bit and drop this in. Boom. I like a little splash, a couple tablespoons of soy. What is that, 3 maybe? A little bit of salt. Now you could put 5 spice in there. You could put one of the little what are those stars called? Star anise in there. It'd be fine. So we just watch this. We're going to let this come to a boil, then turn it down to a simmer, cover it, and leave it for about 10 minutes. Still, it's like 165 degrees or perfect chicken temperature. Okay. In the meantime, let's prep for the green onion ginger sauce. We need a, did you hear that?
Yeah.
Haley sneezed over there. We need a bunch of ginger, and by a bunch, I mean we're gonna need about, a good 2-3 tablespoons of ginger. So I'm just gonna prep this big piece. Using fresh ginger is a little time consuming. Just a little, but it's so worth it. You could not possibly do this with any like powdered ginger substitute. It would just not happen. All right, so let me save that little piece, get rid of this, move to a bigger knife, and here's, I'm just gonna cut these slices like this, and then all I want is this to be chopped up about as fine as I can get it. No, it's not very exciting, but you want to give yourself a bunch of ginger, and it smells really good here too, by the way. So that's more than I need. Let's get a little metal bowl. So what did I say? It's a couple, 2-3 tablespoons. So let's like 1, 2. What the hell? That's pretty close. Okay? We'll be fine. This is like throwing hand grenades. Close enough is close enough. I like to put a big clove of garlic in this. It's not super traditional, but I really dig it. So I'll get the garlic press. Throw it in here. It took a lot out of me. And now it's green onion and ginger, so I need a couple big bunches of green onions, which I happen to have. There. Oh, one thing I can get heating. Sorry. Back up. I need a cup of oil. And I'm using canola oil. This is not the time to use that expensive olive oil. we want a neutral oil, and neutral means it doesn't have a flavor. So olive oil would be out. The sesame oil would be out, so about a cup. And I'm bad at measuring this, so I'm going to say that's going to look like that. So we'll start heating that. We don't want it boiling. We want it to the point, almost to the point where it's just about ready to, sort of shimmering really good on top. So this has got another couple of minutes. We can get some green onions happening here. You're going to like this. You'll have to take my word for it and Max's because you won't be able to try it. And when we use green onions, I always say we use the white and the light green parts, so up to about here, right? And then I open. Try and clean these guys up a little bit. So these were big green onions. If you didn't have large ones like this, I would say then maybe use 3 bunches. And I don't want to cut these so small that they start to mush up, but I do like to break them up a little more than just the single slices that we made. So check out what's going on here right now. So you notice, right, we're starting to boil. I'm going to turn it down a bit, but I want to remove this liquid on top. This you don't need. That happens whenever you boil chicken or simmer it in a pot. It's just the fat coming off. We're going to get rid of that because it's unnecessary. It will inhibit our work. Okay, good. Now, we turn this down to a little simmer, which is what I think I've just done. We grab a lid, which is right here. And we leave it. We're going to go about, we're going to check that in 10 minutes. So I'll put the timer on. Okay, so now the green onions will go in here with our ginger and our garlic. We get a spoon. We give it a good hit of salt. Okay, so we're ready. Check this out. Here, watch this. If you take a chopstick, a wooden chopstick, and put it in, and it buzzes like that, buzzes, it's ready. See, I didn't want it boiling, and I'm going to do this in the sink because it can be very splattery because the oil's going to hit the wet of the green onion. So, you going to be able to see? You're scared to get your camera wrecked.
Wow.
And now,
wow,
we stir. We're not trying to cook it, so that's why we've taken it off the heat. But now,
oh my God, it smells
good, doesn't it?
That is insane.
Right. Okay, now you just leave it. You let it cool. You could put it in a container and put it in the fridge, and you get it. It'll last for like a week or maybe 2 weeks. It's a bunch of cutting. It's a bunch of chopping. You could do the ginger in a processor and then take it out and put it in the bowl. But if you try and do the green onions in the processor, they're going to turn to mush, and that is not what you want. So here you go. Now, this is exactly it. Okay, so chicken's ready. Let's do this.
Ooh, yeah.
Except it's not going to look that good. No offense. But it's just chicken.
No offense to yourself.
No offense to you for going, yeah. Let's do this. Let's put it here. But look at this.
Yes.
That's really... Wait, and I had a little spoon. Plate. Ah, marron. Oh boy, is that hot.
I feel like it's a good way to cook juicy chicken breast.
Yeah.
Poaching.
Well, look, I mean, I don't know if you can see, but it's certainly moist.
Yeah.
and won't be dry. So,
Wow.
what the hell? Here's the goal, right? Actually, while I'm here, I have to have a bite. Can you see? Can you see the moisture in this?
Yeah, totally.
I don't know which way to turn it so you see how shiny
I see
it is.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's not dried out. And just the tiniest hint of the garlic and the ginger and stuff like that. Okay, but now we want some
Yeah, we do.
of this.
Wow.
Because this is where all the magic is, right? Look, you could put this on eggs. You could put this on fish.
Steak?
You could put this on steak. Of course, anything. I think it's just amazing. Just take a bite. That would be the obvious, right? I mean, look, green onions, of course, ginger, yes, a little bit of garlic, but together it's really nice. Nice little poached chicken, super healthy, delicious. Keep it around the fridge. I'd cook some shrimp and just dip the shrimp in there and eat them. Very successful. Man, I love that. And a nice little poached chicken breast is crazy delicious and moist. It's fantastic. Okay, you got to make this stuff. Hey, follow me on Instagram at The Cooking Guy, and Facebook Cooking Guy, and Twitter.
Subscribe on YouTube too.
Subscribe on YouTube too. All right, thanks for hanging out.